A very bad news for us that one tourist has died and three others were hospitalized with severe injuries after the collapse of an enormous frozen waterfall in eastern Russia on Thursday. The four tourists were among dozens of visitors to Russia's Viluchinsky waterfall, a tourist attraction known in winter as the Tsar icicle. And the 130-foot tall, that means 40 meters tower of ice collapsed suddenly, trapping the four beneath a sheet of ice for several hours. More than 40 rescuers flew to the scene by helicopter to dig the trapped tourists free. From the Russian Emergency Situations Ministry, one victim was already died upon their arrival, and the others, including a teenage boy, were promptly evacuated to a hospital with severe injuries. Viluchinsky waterfall sits on the Kamchatka Peninsula in the far eastern Russia, and the peninsula is home to around 160 volcanoes, 29 of which are still active. Many are capped with glaciers. As those glaciers melt in warm weather months, their runoff trickles through the mountains, occasionally forming waterfalls like Viluchinsky. And in winter, when that runoff freezes again, the falls become a towering frozen monument to the changing seasons. The so-called Tsar icicle draws hundreds of tourists each winter. Right now, no one knows what causes year's deadly collapse, and it's possible that an avalanche from a nearly volcano could have caused an ice block to break loose, according to Russian media reports. But this theory has not been confirmed. An investigation into the accident is underway. Viluchinsky waterfall in Kamchatka attracts many tourists, especially its accessibility. Getting to this point where it does not take much time and it's easy. Waterfall is located on the slopes of the volcano Viluchinsky, more precisely in the northwest. Hello everyone and welcome back for another interesting session of the current affairs provided by SSB Crack Exams. I'm Hemant and I'm back here again to provide you the complete important inputs regarding today, that means on 16th of January 2021. If in case you people are preparing for the upcoming defense examinations, I highly recommend you to download the Android app SSB Crack Exams learning app from Google Play Store, wherein which we are providing you the complete detailed lecture material, study material, sample practice questions, quizzes, exercises and mock tests that are all related towards the examinations like NDA, CDS, AFCAT, INET, TA, Territorial Army, Indian Air Force Airmen, Group X, Group Y, CAPF, Assistant Commandants, also for the Military Nursing Service and Army Cadet College. So you can please go through with that and download our Android app from Google Play Store. And you can even follow us on all sort of social media platforms to keep yourself updated with the most important Indian and international related inputs. Beginning with the question of the day that I've asked on 15th of January 2021. And the question that I asked was this particular one: which state has launched COSFOM website for community forest management? I repeat the question: which state has launched COSFOM website for community forest management? Is it option A, Arunachal Pradesh, or option B, Goa, or option C, Mizoram, or option D, Manipur? And very few of you have given a correct answer. The correct answer is option D, Manipur. Okay, so it was Manipur, important, that has been launching this particular COSFOM website. What is actually this particular website, sir? It was actually launched by the Manipur's Forest, Environment and Climate Change Minister Awangbao Nyumai. Okay, Awangbao Nyumai is the Forest, Environment and Climate Change Minister of the state of Manipur. He has launched this website for COSFOM. The full form of COSFOM is Community Based Sustainable Forest Management, sir. Okay, I repeat, Community Based Sustainable Forest Management. This is done for water resource conservation in the state of Manipur. This is a very, very important component under the Indo-German program. That means the German people are also helping the Manipur government in creating and going through with the resourcing and completely conserving the water in that particular state. The climate change adaptation in Himalaya has been with full focus, and they are focusing on the sustainable community forestry, soil and water conservation. Going through now, let us go through with the first and foremost important update, and that is regarding the Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana. Third phase has been launched yesterday on 15th of January. It has been launched in 600 districts across all of the India by the Union Skill Development Minister Mahendranath Pandey. Okay, Union Skill Development Minister is who is Mahendranath Pandey. Under the presence of him and also under the presence of the Minister of State Rajkumar Singh, this important PMKVY third phase Yojana has been launched, and this phase will be spearheaded by the Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, or MSDE, and will also focus on the new age India and COVID related skills. What is actually PMKVY, sir, and what way we have to study regarding this particular Yojana? This scheme is very, very important. It was launched long back in the year of 2015, and it is a flagship program of the Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship. NSDE or a National Skill Development Corporation or NSDC, it is implementing this particular program along with its all other training partners. And this particular program, it aims to mobilize youth to take up skill training. Okay, to take up what? To take up skill training with whom? With the aim to increase productivity and align the training and certification to the needs of the country. Okay, so today wherever you want to go and become a person in the job, or if you want to do a job, it is compulsory that they will obviously check your certificates and all. And the more better you are certified in any particular course, the more better you are inclined in certification regarding the job, the more better chances will be for you in acquiring that particular job. So the main aim of this particular Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana, it aims to help and it will train the people of this particular country, especially the youth of the country, in providing the certifications, and they will also provide the training and the needs of this particular country. Okay, so it has a motto as transforming the skill landscape. What does it do, sir? It has actually different types of training. It will give you under this particular Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana PMKVY, there will be different types of training which include the short-term training, recognition of prior learning or RPL, and then comes the special projects. What is actually the short-term training, sir? Under this particular one, as per the National Skills Qualification Framework or NSQF, National Skills Qualification Framework, the training will be provided to the school or college dropouts or for the unemployed. Okay, so this will be the short-term training. Okay, so all those school dropouts, college dropouts, or those people who have completed their education but they are unemployed, those people can get into this particular training, and then they will be provided the certificate depending upon their marks and qualified ranking, depending upon the NSQF or the National Skill Qualification Framework. Then comes RPL, also known as the recognition of prior learning. Prior learning means what? That means already I am good at some particular project or I am good at some particular thing. Then what will they do is they will assess and they will certify me. Okay, to assess and certify an individual with a certain set of skills or with prior learning experience with a grade according to the National Skills Qualification Framework. Okay, so in one way I will be given training and then I will be provided certificate, and in another way, in the second system, what they will do is they will give me an RPL. They will consider me an RPL if in case I'm already good at some particular point of thing. Okay, they will assess me, they will test me, and then they will certify me that I'm good at some particular set of skills which are mentioned under the learning processes, or and they will provide me a particular grade with that. Then comes the third system wherein which I will be working on with the special projects. What will happen here, sir? I will be provided training in the special areas and the premises of the government bodies and corporate. Okay, so I will be working with very, very special people who are already working out, and if I work with them, what will happen? I will gain some amount of work experience. So this will aim to encourage training in vulnerable and marginalized groups of the society. Okay, so there are three different components, and there will be training partners also. They are also mandated to organize Kaushal and Rozgar Melas every 6 months. Okay, so every 6 months, Kaushal Mela and Rozgar Mela will be provided by these training partners. And all the youth people of the country who are eligible to get into the PMKVY Yojana, they will be coming and they will access their permittability and permissibility regarding this particular Yojana. And these training partners will provide placement assistance to all those certified ones. Now we have to go through what is happening since all the last times and what is going through since all these times. Owing to the success of the first phase, what happened in the Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana 1, in the first phase, there were around 19 lakh, more than 19 lakh students were trained against a target of 24 lakh. Government was thinking to induct around 24 lakh, but only 19 lakh students plus were came, and the scheme was again later on relaunched as PMKVY 2 or the phase 2. This phase 2 was from the year 2016 to 2020, and they allocated a budget of around 12,000 crores that aims to train around 10 million youth by the year 2020. And this was very, very successful. And what happened? They have recently launched the third phase yesterday. And regarding this third phase, they will focus on training 8 lakh candidates during the scheme period of 2020 to 21 with an outlay of around 948.9 crore rupees. Right? That is it regarding this update. Going through with the next one is regarding the SAR icicle. It has collapsed, killing 1 tourist and 3 injured badly. You can see actually this is on the eastern part of Russia. Okay, here comes the China, and also this is eastern part of Russia, and you can see this very, very simple peninsula. It is known as the Kamchatka Peninsula. Okay, so this is Kamchatka Peninsula, and here is what the location known as Vilyuchinsk. And in Vilyuchinsk, what happens is there will be waterfalls and all. In around all of these peninsula, there are a lot of volcanoes, sir. Okay, so there are around 160, 190 volcanoes, such like that. Among these, 29 are active volcanoes here. So Viluchinsk is also a normal volcano. It is not an active one. What happens is, in the summer times, whenever the volcanoes are very hot, all the water caps that are located here, they will become into waterfalls, and then they will fall. But in the winter times, what will happen is, this particular Viluchinsk waterfall, this will convert it into fully ice. Okay, so what happens? The whole water from top to bottom, it will be converting it into ice. So people will be coming to look at this particular wonder. It looks like a huge tower, a huge ice tower. Okay, so many tourists were coming, but very recently it never happened. But for the first time it happened. It suddenly got collapsed, as you can see in the second picture. And beneath that, there were unfortunately 4 tourists. And in that particular incident, 1 tourist died on spot, and other 3 people were very, very seriously injured. And this is known as a very, very famous tourist attraction in winter. This is around 130 feet tall, and it suddenly collapsed. If you have to go through in detail, Viluchinsky waterfall, it sits on the Kamchatka Peninsula in far eastern Russia. It is home to around 160 volcanoes, 29 are still active. Many are capped with glaciers, sir, and that is why when they melt in weather once, and when they melt in the summer time, they will run off and they will become waterfalls. They will form waterfalls like Viluchinsky. Going through in winter, what happens is, this runoff will again freeze, and it will become a freezing, towering, frozen monument to the changing seasons. The so-called Sar icicle, it draws hundreds of tourists with each other. Okay, so in summertime, whenever the water is flowing, that waterfall is known as the Viluchinsky waterfall, and when it gets completely frozen, this frozen thing will be called as what? It will be known as the Sar icicle. Okay, and right now no one knows what caused this year's deadly collapse and all, but the other 3 people are in a serious condition and all. So why is this very important update, sir? We never gave you any sort of update like this, but this update, the reason why we are giving you is, it is to give and provide you a very brief general knowledge that this peninsula is known as the Kamchatka Peninsula. Okay, it is Kamchatka Peninsula, and there are around 160 volcanoes in it. 29 are active volcanoes, and this is known as Viluchinsky waterfall, and around it is called as Sar icicle in the winter weather, and this is the main reason wherein which 4 people have died. Okay, so this type of question might come up in serious examinations, so it is very important for you to know this particular one. Going through with the next update is regarding India's first fire park has been inaugurated in Bhubaneswar. And what is the meaning of this fire park, sir? This will provide the knowledge of the fire hazards. That means what you can see in this particular picture here, all the equipment to provide safety related equipments in the fire hazards, all of those are provided here. So people will be coming and looking after all of these things. This is to educate and bring awareness on the basic fire safety measures among the people, particularly the students, as said. Okay, so the Chief Minister of Odisha, Naveen Patnaik, has virtually inaugurated this kind of fire park, and this is the first fire park in the whole country. This concept is for the first time implemented in the country, in the state of Odisha, in the capital Bhubaneswar. And this is located inside the premises of Odisha Fire and Disaster Academy. Okay, Odisha Fire and Disaster Academy in Bhubaneswar. Also, we need to understand that this aims to spread awareness on fire safety measures, and will be open for public on every Saturday. And today it might be open. So the park is equipped with all fire safety gears. Demonstrators on use of firefighting equipments will be likely given. And the Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik has also inaugurated and launched an online portal, Agnishama Seva of the Odisha Fire Service. Going through with the next update is regarding a 6-member working group have been working upon in the Reserve Bank of India to regulate the digital frauds. RBI has set up this particular working group to study digital lending activities. As of now, since COVID-19 pandemic is going on, lot of people are switching towards the digital transactions and making their payments to the digital interface. So going through with this particular one, regularized and regulated and unregulated players have all taken into consideration regarding this particular one. The key concerns about this 6-member team regarding the digital frauds, they will be looking after the unauthorized players peddling quick hassle-free loans, excessive rates of interest and charges, unacceptable and high-handed recovery methods, and misuse of agreements to access data on mobiles. So the 6-member panel who are working actually under this particular one, they include Jayant Kumar Das, Ajay Kumar Chaudhary, P. Vasudevan, Manoranjan Mishra, Vikram Mehta, and Rahul Shashi. This group will evaluate all the digital lending activities. And going through with the last update regarding today is regarding yesterday, the Tamil Nadu has celebrated the Tiruvalluvar Day. Tiruvalluvar is a very famous Tamil saint and poet, and this is the 4th day of the Pongal celebration. They will celebrate his birthday, and generally they will celebrate his birth anniversary on 15th of January. And if it is a leap year, then his birth anniversary will be celebrated on the 16th of January, and this is a government of Tamil Nadu recognized holiday on that particular day. It is a public holiday, and even it might become a public holiday in the Union Territory of Puducherry because it sort of inclines most of which with the Tamil Nadu government and all. So the Tiruvalluvar celebrations are also dedicated to the sun god Surya. And who is actually this particular poet, Sir Tiruvalluvar? He is actually commonly known as Valluvar and was a celebrated Tamil poet and philosopher. No one knows whether he's Hindu, Christian or whatever, but he has written a lot of poems as a part of his work known as Tirukkural, and in Tirukkural he has written couplets on ethics and political and economical matters and love. Couplets means what? A couplet means a verse, a complete poem which is only of 2 lines. Okay, a 2 lines poem is known as what? It is known as a couplet. And he has written a complete work on couplets, and these couplets that he has written, they will focus on ethics, political and economical matters and love. And his complete work has been termed as Tirukkural, and Tirukkural is considered very, very famous, and it is read by all Tamilian people, whatever caste, whatever religion, whatever creed they are from. Everybody has an idea about Tirukkural, and they renowned completely, they respect this particular poems that are written by him, and this text is considered an exceptional and widely cherished work of Tamil literature, which are widely read, appreciated and followed by people from across faiths. So little is known about his certainty, whether it's regarding his family background, religious affiliation or birthplace. Nobody knows where he is from. People will think mostly there has been a rumor that he is from Mylapore, but no one is very sure about that. But regarding his poems and all, he has written it in a universal acceptance manner, and he has provided a proper secular outlook regarding the poems of the Tirukkural. That is it regarding most of these important current affairs. Let us now have a very quick review by going through some of the most important questions. And the first and foremost question is, PMKVY or Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana was launched in which particular year? Sir, it is launched in the year of 2010. Okay, going through with the next question is, Viluchinsky waterfall is located in which country? Is it located in Nepal or USA or India or Russia? So it is located in the country of Russia or USSR. The next question is, India's first fire park has been inaugurated in which state? Is it in Odisha or Karnataka or Assam or Kerala? So it is inaugurated in the state of Odisha in the city of Bhubaneswar. The next question is, recently RBI has set up a 6-member working group to check what type of frauds. Is it cash payment and withdrawal or digital banking and interface or management of bank passbooks or insurance and safety policies? The correct answer is option B, digital banking and interface. Going through with the next question is, Tiruvalluvar Day celebrated in which state? Is it celebrated in Kerala or Karnataka or Tamil Nadu or Maharashtra? It is celebrated in the states of Tamil Nadu and also in some areas of the Puducherry. The final question, which among these is a collection of the couplets on ethics, political and economical matters and love written by the renowned Tamil poet Tiruvalluvar? Okay, what is his work known as? Is it Tolkappayam or Tirukkural or Periyapuranam or Kalingattu Parani? Correct answer is option B, Tirukkural. Let us now go through with the question of the day, and the question of the day for today is this particular one. US President Donald Trump has declared emergency in which city recently? Okay, the United States President Donald Trump has declared emergency in which city? From when to when is this particular emergency going on, and why are there been emergency in this particular city and all? Okay, is it in option A, New York, or option B, Los Angeles, or option C, Washington DC, or option D, Las Vegas? The correct answer for this particular one and the details regarding that I will be giving you in the next session. Until then, stay tuned. This is Big Crack Exams. Subscribe to this channel. Download the Android app from Google Play Store. Always stay safe, stay healthy, keep smiling, be confident. Jai Hind.